Thank you. And speaking of the fight against the opioid crisis, Nova Southeastern University is working to fight the epidemic right here in South Florida. NBC6 education reporter Ari Hanser joins us live from the school's campus with a look at what they're doing to help. And I see you have a lot of support behind you, Ari.
That's right, Juwan, because we're here for College Week. So I'm surrounded by this school of sharks that you see around here. And as you mentioned, here at NSU, the health sciences are a huge deal here. They just opened a new allopathic medical school. They've had an osteopathic medical school for many years, making huge contributions to the public and to the community at large. And one way they're doing that is with research. They are doing some research here that is groundbreaking on trying to fight back against the opioid epidemic, which has become sort of like cancer. It seems like everybody has a connection to this crisis. Everybody knows somebody who's impacted by it, and they're really doing their best here with research in the pharmacology school to fight back. That's what happens when you hammer a pill. You get powder, which can then be snorted. It's what drug addicts do and how overdoses happen.
So they're trying to crush it, get all that drug out at once, and then either inject it, snort it, or even chew on it and then swallow it. So they're getting that big rush from that large amount of drug in that product.
But look at this. What if you design pills that can't be crushed? Researchers at Nova Southeastern University have taken that concept a step further. Even a blender can't shake this pill up. And how can anyone inject crushed medicine if it contains an ingredient that turns it into a viscous goo? That's the idea. Put barriers between prescription opioid drugs and anyone who wants to use them the wrong way. Put them inside a safe, so to speak.
And if you're taking it as it's intended to, you have the ability to open up that safe and get the medication that you need. But somebody who doesn't have the key and they're trying to get into that, we're making it much more difficult.
So the question is, will efforts like this in a laboratory actually translate to the real world? Will they block an addict from becoming an overdose victim? Let's ask somebody who's suffered that pain.
I think that it's an amazing initiative, and it's just another example of an all-hands-on-deck approach to this epidemic and this crisis.
Dr. Scott Kelson teaches at NSU. An opioid overdose killed his mother.
I looked at it more of an opportunity to educate and help other families not go through the same thing that my family went through.
How bad is the nationwide drug overdose epidemic? ODs killed more people last year than car accidents or guns. And it's mostly fueled by opiates.
We as a healthcare system truly have not prepared for these type of issues, and finally we've bumped our head enough to start putting a helmet on.
Kelson says many reforms are needed to blunt the epidemic, including more coordination between doctors and pharmacists so addicts can't go prescription shopping. Laboratory innovations should be the last line of defense. So they're doing great work here at NSU. As you can see, the students around here are all kinds of different kinds of students doing all kinds of different things in their different fields of study. What's going on here in the health sciences, though, has the potential to be groundbreaking. And the good news is they just received a $200 million grant, one of the largest gifts ever given to a university. And they're going to use that money to support all these health science initiatives. So expect more breakthroughs to come out of NSU in the years to come. We're live in Davie. Juwan, back to you guys.
All right, thank you. And coming up in minutes, how the Miami Dolphins are giving Nova Southeastern University students a chance to experience NFL games.